content over everything. And come up to power now. It's like everybody was like they want to be a king, they want to be like an emperor, they want to have an emperor and things like those, you know. So that's why they did have like slavery, because England was enslaved, like Europe was enslaved, and Africa was enslaved, you know. And like everywhere, every like big country you think of go through slavery, you know. And go through slavery is lack of knowledge, you see. So a lot of people now today, they think knowledge is power. So they have that mentality now. So, the more knowledge I have, the more I can have people coming to me. So they are making themselves like an idol. Like, example, Michael Jackson is a idol, but a lot of people just look at him as a singer, you see. So the population what we're living in today is still not they don't fully understand how to reason, you see. So when you see someone is arguing, it's lack of knowledge. Because if they have the real knowledge, why argue? Like you tell a child, say, do something, they do it, you know. Like reasoning is for you to understand and me to understand, not for you to say you are better or you are more smarter than me, because I'm not smarter than you, you are not smarter than me. I'm in the earth for my purpose, you are in the earth for your purpose, but we are like the earth protector. We're supposed to not trying to undermine one. We're supposed to be taking like the animals, grooming the animals, not making animal eating animals, you know. Try to see that the animals live in love. Maybe your reason in the earth is to take care of the land itself. Maybe a next person's purpose in the earth is to grow crops. Maybe the next one is to like interpret the weather, you know. Or a next one, that is what we should.
And then we build vehicles, and then we need the fuel, and another country has the fuel. We help them how to resource it.
Yeah.
So if God's plan is that men have these ideas to use the resources, it happens for a reason, because that's what God in man is. That's the progression of the earth.
Because
so we all come from different experiences. That doesn't mean to say that anyone is particularly wrong, but we might have a different way of doing things because of our surroundings.
Because
and
over
then
here,
you need us, we need you, and that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, like that, you know.
That's how it's supposed to be.
So we are like,
because otherwise we would be given everything, right, in each country. But our weather system, it dictates what we have in the underground, and that's the nature of the earth materials.
Because like Europe now is a cold country, so the hot country supposed
Nothing is growing.
There's
nothing growing.
Yeah. So being a cold country, the hot country is supposed to help. So we bounce back like that, you know. And sometimes, like some other family, they like the snow from the hot country. Like me, seeing this snow, it's like it's nice, you know. And
it's fresh.
Yeah, it's fresh, you know. So whenever snow fall, maybe like family from the tropical country will come over and visit and help same way. Carry foods, and all of these things. And help, you know, like you say, like England now, it's like it needs like things to generate things for us to keep warm, yeah. So like we can, when we all come together, we can find ways of keeping like the house and keeping the place more warm, you know, and still, like what you say, flourish, you know. Because really and truly, they say they have white permissive out there, so they're with white family, yeah. But like with me, I don't say white, I just say Europe, you know, Europe family, you know. But really and truly, everyone have to pay bills. Whether you're black, you're white, you're Indian, you're Chinese. So it's not like white supremacy, like people think it, saying, they look out for, it's just a name. You see, it's just a name they put in people's head, say white supremacy. So they govern things. But yet you have black, you find like European in it, you find African in it, you find Asian in it, you find everyone in it. You see, and each of these countries is like they're suffering. You see, like Asia is suffering, England is suffering, no, like Europe is suffering, and Africa is suffering. You see, but yet they have these billionaires in the country. You know, like in every one of the country, they have all these billionaires. But yet they are on a mindset same way. That's why I say knowledge is like the devil itself. You know, because the more they have, the more they want. They want like a lot of rich family. They don't really have the knowledge, but they get the knowledge from the lower class. And after they get the knowledge from the lower class, they put it on a bigger picture. You know, like example, I see someone did have a scooter. You know those scooter they run, they hop up on and they run with it and push it. Yeah, those ones. Having one of those, I see back in the days, it's like they used to get like a wood and maybe something to make a wheel, like one wheel at the front, one at the back, and was pushing it. But there now, the rich one get it, put it in metal, and start to sell it. You see, so most plan
Manufacturing.
yeah, like manufacturing and make money off it. And after now,
Because these machines are expensive to buy.
yeah,
But associated with that, if you look at the hierarchy,
Yeah.
the person at the top has to take the responsibility.
yeah,
So you're going back to kings and queens, and the king has to be of that like caliber that he can get like 50 people to work in a set way that people are safe, right? That you can afford to pay everyone the wages, yeah. But to get somebody to take that responsibility, how many people can do it? Like, who wants the responsibility of all of that insurance? Who wants to just make their money and go home? Yeah. So there are people that, you know, they have to work up to that responsibility. Not everyone has that. Going back to leadership skills. That's why they have leadership skill courses to find out who's got that leadership. Because it's not just about how do you work. It's like people, you know, working with people. People, you're managing people management. Not everyone's out for that. They're not cut out for that. So, but those people do get paid more money. So whether you think that's right or wrong, they work more hours. And then if somebody gets hurt, they take the slack for it. And that's in this country, because if you get hurt at work, you want money. In another country, you got hurt, you have a week off work, but you don't get any money for it. So it's just different, I think. They have like more schemes to look after people. But back in the day, like if you go back into India and Asia, they say back in the day they used to make trainers. They didn't get paid fairly. You know, they were making money in this country, but they weren't paying the Indians what they were due. Right?
That's true.
Yeah, because of all the middlemen and everything, the taxes and the shipment fee. So then they go, and then we're relying, like in India or Asia, we're relying on them. And all the shipments that have to, people spend their life like at sea, don't they? For what? To like clothe people in cold countries. So you can have this argument, and I understand that there's an argument there, right? And so that's if you're talking
with leadership, they're trying to use money to govern people, but it's not enough money or enough things out there to make everyone do something, because so if everyone was working, maybe the money out there maybe it's like it's not enough for everyone to get paid,
Yeah, there is that. Not everyone can be, the millionaire or not. And you study as well, isn't it? So you're working in the phone shop, you have to know how the phone works. If you go, customer comes to you, right? And then you don't know what you're doing, your job. You know what people are like to say, the man doesn't know what he's doing. They get very they expect professionalism. So it's the people what they expect as well from the people that are offering services.
Yeah. So, like there now, but you see, if you're working for a company, this is a tricky bit now,
Yeah,
yeah?
it's
But
hard.
the fact bit, yeah, if we don't do it like this, we will never come to a better world, you know? It's like, if we go like this now, you're working for, example, Samsung, yeah? And working for Samsung. Samsung is like, is giving you a house, is providing food for you, providing holiday for you wherever you want to go, like maybe certain time, you know, like they give you holiday pay and things. So when you're going on holiday, you don't need, so they govern everything. With that now, Samsung would not have to pay you, you see, because everything is covered, like covered, you know, and everything is covered. If I'm working for someone, yes, my dad, you cool? You cool, yeah? Yeah. So, like,
I like the direction, though. I like the direction.
so, you see, like, if I'm working, example, for the Queen, yeah, and the Queen will govern everything, yeah, for us, yeah. Like, you have your light bill covered, your electric and eating bill covered. You don't have no problem to say, oh, she's the Queen of England because she covered everything. But we using money, it's like it can't govern everyone. You see, because sooner and later someone gonna get more money with a next idea, because the Queen is not the richest in the whole England. Like they have a lot of people who are richer than it, you know, and are in the whole Europe, you know. It's like she's just there as a mannequin, like a value, yeah, to the society, like a money key, you know. Because I love her same way, but it's like she never choose to be there. It's like the system choose her because she started from a baby, you know. So starting from a baby, she do her best, you know, and doing her best. I love her same way because now we're living in a society. All of these corruption exists, but it's not like showing in face like you have rights and you have all of these things. So you can't beat them and like good Samaritan because they are like us same. They are just like a human being. But getting like certain teaching our program to be who them is today. Like family not really like the nature within what to do. They ask the paper what to do. So there we can be mislead saying, you see, not saying the Bible is bad, but look in the society of life today. In the society of life, not everyone can be a lion. Not everyone can be a tiger, because we all have that mystical source in us, you know?
Yeah, I'm good.
You see?
And it's the time you can devote as well. How much time you have to devote to whatever it is you're doing, you know?
Yeah.
You need that time
Yeah.
to do that. But some people, you know, like here, say, oh, you work 40 hours a week, work 60 hours a week,
Yeah.
right? And in Spain, you have a siesta at lunchtime.
Yeah.
So, you know, people here, if you are working, they work hard,
Yeah.
and they pay taxes.
Yeah.
Right? And they get on the ladder, they get like, you know, they can get the mortgage and this and that and that. But,
Yeah.
you know, if you're going to start having this, like, people are thinking, oh, just give it to everybody. Where's it come from?
Yeah.
So if you're going to say, oh, the billionaires,
Yeah.
all right, but can the billionaire cover all of the expenses to buy and give everyone a free house?
Yeah. So with that now, yeah, like giving away things free and don't have a resource where it's coming from. You see, that's why England want to come out of the European Union, because they are doing a lot for England, yeah. But the next country them is not doing like a lot for their country. So there is when it's unbalanced. So everyone gonna come to the country what's giving more. You see? So there now they're putting a strain on England. You see? So if they were saying, oh no, the whole place need a NHS. Yeah. And oh, everybody supposed to treat people like oh England get treating people. It would be like that. But
sometimes you have to invest in other countries in order for them to stabilise, so they don't need to leave.
yeah,
And that's how because otherwise it becomes unbalanced, right? And when it becomes unbalanced, people get hurt. And so if you want, it's cheaper actually to go build in Romania. It's a lot cheaper to build in other European countries. So rather than paying all that money here, you split it, and then you've got half left. It doesn't matter as long as people aren't getting hurt. Because when people start getting hurt, it costs you more money to fix them. Dental treatment, broken bones, hospitalisation, it costs money for the NHS. So you've got to think, you either think now or you think rationally, and sometimes you have to give in order to save in the future.
Because really, I look at life still, I look at every female is one source, every male is one source, whether you are European, African, Asian, or wherever, But you see what happened with all of us. Too smart, Because only thing we must do, like I see you falling, I just catch you, You see, you see your next one falling, you just catch. It's just that we come in the world for you, Not saying, we're going to build up a big old skyscraper. Sometimes some people have some big house and they're not even living it. Like there's like so much house in London, like they said the electric system where it's like after charge you, they will be making money all on your grade. Like, bro, it's like you don't own the earth. You don't respond.
So one tax and two taxes, everything's triple, double tax.
Yeah, like you don't own the earth. Why you want to charge for the wisdom of life? It's not your wisdom, but the wisdom of life, the wisdom of the nature. You see, we see people like a little flashing firefly. We learn from that. We say, get the firefly, put it in a bucket. All right, you know what? We see electric fish. And next, like nature build up like that. So that is what we get all of what we see around us today, And people want to charge us for that. Like, you're gonna charge someone to bury. So it better when I gone, they burn my body. Then because I hear that over here, when you die, you still have to pay for the spot continually. So it's just like a thing of a bill same way, like light bill, How much bills you want someone to pay or how much you want them to suffer for them, because everyone is suffering like that, because it's so cold. They have jacket where you can put on with heat, and you want me to tell me now, I have to go into a shop and buy that, when it's like, that is not your idea, it's just not it's not your thinking, it's not your, like someone gets someone idea, put it together, and next they want to sell you. Like, bro, we are brother and sister. Look out for me, I look out for you. Why you gonna charge me? You don't own nothing in the world, You don't own me. If you making something, like who make the electric, they don't own you. But for you to be paying him for something or she for something, what he don't own, it's like they say send the fool a bit further. So like,
you see how I see it?
Yeah.
We pay more now, like I say, we pay more now to save in the future, so that things can become cheaper.
Yeah.
So I don't mind paying it now, because you see this, like, we're still building, we're still progressing. Yeah, we've just come out of like dark ages where gas lamps and stuff like that. So obviously, what people are charging for shipments and stuff. Everybody puts their cost on. Yeah, so the end cost covers all of the cost in the meantime. Right? Eventually it should be cheaper if they find a better way of producing, like, production.
When they look at it together,
like green energy now. Green energy's come in, it's supposed to reduce the bills. But they've worked towards that. They keep like building underground tunnels, they keep putting the internet. So all of these things, they get the money and then they pay the man's wages and then people say, but why do you need it? Why do you need all the internet? Again, it goes back to knowledge. We are becoming smarter, but people are misusing it.
Yeah.
So are we paying to be fed lies? Or some people might say, like, if you from Jamaica, it's a very like simple, and you might not want change. Yeah. And then sometimes change happens without your consideration. Yeah. Implemented by the government. So then there's this whole thing about the government strategy to change things, right? Yeah. If you're saying it's changing the diversity, changing the culture.
Yeah. Because really and truly, we shouldn't be paid for nothing. Because it's your world.
Yeah,
just
if
like
if everyone's doing some certain jobs, or some are more laborious than others. It's just, breaking the
because
backs.
with me, I don't have no problem to work. Like a billion of people don't have a problem to work, and that is what is misleading us, and it's like power. Oh, like I say, what I can do to make money. All right, they find out what they do, what they can influence money in the system. Or we can continue to make someone continue to work all their lifetime. Paying bills. Gas. Electric. Water. But where water come from? Where next they're gonna put it? If you try to correct that one, you're going to say, but they use the pump to pump the water. They need someone to pump the water and things. Yeah.
Eventually, before everyone was hands-on. To the machines. So how do you make the machine? I can't. But this is skilled people, so they're paying the skilled people that did the maths, did the homework. They like your brain is that, you work, you skill up the brain, isn't it? You manipulate your brain to do certain things that other people can't do. And then they want you, and then you're that person that creates something that helps thousands of people to make life better. Because that's how you trained yourself.
Because really,
but are you going to give it away, or are you going to say, look, I've put 6 years hard work into this?
I give it away.
You give it away?
Because I'm not going to live forever. But if I give you something...
the cost comes from making it, directing it, producing it, and then getting other people to work on it.
Well, say you know...
I know what you're saying. If everyone just gave their, plastic for free, but plastic has to be resourced. There's a lot of different steps.
No, because only thing we must do as human being is just share love, Not like saying, I want you to work for me, but I'm happy for you to be into the world, Like you happy for me to be into the world, not for working for you or you working for me, I have to be happy to know, say, things develop, because really and truly, the world is for us, not to be by enslaving, because if someone trying to work you without your will, but they teach us to work from school, get a good education, but sometimes you get a good education, coming out of school, you don't have the job, you see, and next after again, you maybe have to work in Tesco or one of those places, you see, so it's all a confusion system. So there now, you have to think out of the world and look down on the world and see everything and when you see that safe spot, and seeing that safe spot, you just take your time. Because now, I got what they call it, program, it's a program, a group on WhatsApp called Family Circle, where it's like, if we have like 1 million family in a group, and we all put £1 together, that is a million. So we all is a millionaire in the group. If they are selling a land for 10 million, we just put £10. How much time we waste £10? Like buy something we don't need, and doing that is like next after now we move forward of like, you with me, everything free. We don't need no money. But first you have to gather the money, you see, and buy little. And
that's
the
like
more
the cooperative. It's like the cooperative, cooperation.
Because we're paying charity, but charity not doing nothing for me, They look like they are helping, but sometimes they start the problem, and next they look like they're solving the problem. That little kind of tricky social media thing, they start the war, and it's highlighted, say, oh, we need money for the war, you know, those things, but they start the war. So it's just like all of these things when charity go out, like, oh, we need money for our pets. Oh, but why the pets them and they have pet shelter? Or why we need to give charity when you are there? Oh, we need to maintain it, oh, and all of these things. So it's all a mind manipulated trick, you know? Yeah, but we have to just stay strong still, you know? Yeah, so my name is One World still, you know, as like, I got a YouTube.
Your name is?
One World, we go by as.
One World.
Yeah. One World, One Unity, One Love, you know? Yeah, so, you know, we just need to know, say, knowledge is good, but the greatest thing is us, you know? Yeah, and we can just look up on the star and get so much knowledge. You know, when they talk about, say, going to the hills, like we're going to the hills to have a meditation time, the really hills that is up in the stars, you know? That is when you can, like, when you look up at the star at night, how much knowledge you can gain, how much things you can invent, how much things the star can teach you.
And if you have in you that you want to leave something behind as well, so like music is one of the things that you leave behind people. If you're a musician,
yeah, and pay
you
like
you create songs.
Yeah.
Right now it's digital. You go right. Then you name your song.
Yeah.
You think, what name can I give my song? I'm leaving that song behind when I die, right? That's one of the things. So people, if you have like a thirst for life, you're like, I'm going to write a book, I'm going to do this. So when I die, like, you have children, but something of you as well, some of your own creativity. And I like that. I like creativity. Like I've made a couple of songs, like digital, because I was really interested in how like the music software worked. So I made a few songs. I learned how to use it. But I was baffled at how it worked. So I'm like, I'm going to work this out, right? Because I can understand it, blah, blah. And then you learn it, and then you create music from it. So again, and then people enjoy it.
Yeah. But like when you say,
but every time you're doing it, you're like, I need to finish it. How do I finish it? I can't finish it. And then you finish it, and like you've achieved something, and you go like, and that's going to be there, you know, in the future. And this is what people, you know, if you can strive to do that, it's not just about having children. Some people that don't have children, right? But they do other things with their life. They help people. They do this. You know. So everyone's different, but you have to seek yourself, isn't it? Find out who you are, and train yourself in something that you keep, you know, either. You know, keep out of trouble or whatever it is, for whatever reason, read, you know, you have an interest in something, you know, and explore it and develop it. And sometimes you need to be by yourself to do that, because if you're amongst people that are always talking about drama, you're not going to do it. You get caught up in the drama. So by going away and separating, you can, you know, and then you go back to your friends and it's like, what's happening, what's going on? But you can't fully understand what someone is researching into because they don't know themselves. They're like a little bit there, a little bit. So they go away and come back, they go away and come back, like you were saying earlier. And then eventually, 4 years down the line or something, they're like, I know this track now. And you've developed something of yourself. And that is like your journey as a person. You can, you know, say like, now I'm going to do this. Whereas a lot of kids, they get caught up in the drama and they don't get the opportunity. And that's something kids should be taught on, you know, education. If you don't do well in the GCSEs, you go back to college, you know, regain something, but keep pushing. You know, and because you are somebody, everyone has something to give. You know, you're here, you know, understand the human life and the brain, the concept, you know, keep channeling, keep forwarding, keep tuning. Because, you know...
nature. Because what I'm saying, you know.
You know, there's so much creativity as well. Like, if you like creativity, you know, whether it's in food or, you know, and harbour that. And obviously different cultures have different creations of food, isn't it? Recipes. And
Yeah, because
that's what you should be doing. And people are doing it, and
Yeah.
and then you need money for that to do that. Like a hobby. If you have a hobby and you're like, all right, but it's going to cost me this much money to do this. But you go, at the end of it, I've made this artwork, and that is something from you. Yeah. But it costs you money to do it. So how do you get the money? And people get stuck, and I think that's where like anger comes from people. So they can't channel their energy because they don't have the money to do it.
Yeah.
Do you feel that?
Yeah.
Like if you want to make music, you need the latest software. You need £5,000.
Yeah.
Otherwise
In the world we are living now. Yeah.
So you go and get a mundane job, right? And then you're like, I'm tired of my job. But at the end of it,
Yeah. So there now is like but yeah, because we live in a money society now, and living in a money society, we have to just like
or
work
you want a car or something. Anything.
Not a cup of tea. Yeah, I'm just like we are grow up. I grow up, never really have nothing, I never have nothing. I just look at it and say, oh, when I leave, I'm not gonna have nothing.
But there's something that nothing is something.
Yeah.
That nothing that you might not have materialistically is something inside, something different, like you're saying spiritualism or something.
Yeah.
So you have something, but you just can't hold it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because with knowledge, it's not like knowledge is a thing, where it's not like, oh, you just want to learn something at times, but sometimes we are in the earth now, and we are in the earth for a purpose, and you see when that mystical call up on you, it's not like, oh, you did study or you want to know, say, oh yeah, I have to do that, but every time you look like Jedi now, energy or his purpose can be coming to us and he learn from us. So knowledge is like a mystical. Sometimes it's not like you read up all of these things, want to be a doctor. But when nature pull you and saying, hear me, you are a farmer, no matter what you do, you try all of your searching, it's like you still feel everything, but you plant one seed, like one fruit seed. When you look, you see 1,000,000 trees growing. You see? So we try to live for man, but man is so hard to please. So we have to work for the earth. And working for the earth, like I can't try to enslave Jedi, because Jedi going to realize, say, oh, he's like me, and he going to like fight back and saying, hear me, you know more than me, you know what I mean? Yeah, you good with song, I'm good with farming. Like, yeah, so you is you and me is me. So that is how knowledge and the mystical life within us work, Because today, why we are doing this? Because how they grow us up is not really the way we come into the world to live. Why they are doing that? Why they are doing all of these things? Because the way how they grow up, going to work, coming back, have your family, feeding them, is like, that is not like how we should be like living. That is like a part of it. So they show you like 50% of how you have to survive, and the next 50% is all lies. So when you say, oh, we're working and we're getting paid, yeah, working is good, but getting paid for you own everything. While you live in the world, everything is for you. You see, we can't help that, because it's not who we're working for put us in the earth. It's not who teach us in school put us in the earth. It's life put us in the earth. And that life in us, when it ready, like a lot of, like example, Michael Jackson knows say if he go against the system, he going to die. He still go against it. You think he didn't want to die, but when that life soul in us call upon us, we can't refuse it.
I don't know about Michael Jackson going against the system.
I'm
not sure.
No. In the end,
I'm not sure
when the contract almost out for done, innit? When the contract out for done,
did he say this? Did he say that, or he went? He got tied up in things that he shouldn't.
Yes, like in that way. You see what I said? You get tied up in that thing. Is
I
it?
don't know. I don't know if I believe any of that.
Because guess I know. Remember I did that talk about Sony and then that talk about all of these things. Maybe a Sony did want him to say it same way. But remember, him died of like them put say
I don't know that he died.
Huh?
I don't know that he died.
Okay. So it's like Tupac thing, isn't it?
No, it's not that. It's just
But
we usually look for evidence on these things, and a story that's been reported doesn't necessarily have to be true. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, like for me, I'd rather be cautious.
you just leave it mystical.
I can't use these guys as heroes or examples because they're part of the industry, and I just don't know what to trust. I'd rather like just deal with day-to-day people, and more importantly, be inspired by the man in the mirror. You know what I mean? You have to be your own inspiration, truly. And then if you fail, then you've let yourself down, and you can always analyze and reflect and, you know, come back stronger. But looking at somebody else for that inspiration of who to be and how to be, like, you know, it's very dangerous. You don't put people on pedestals, because those pedestals always wobble, and they fall off, and then you're all heartbroken.
But also, it's the people around you, and it's someone you're down for as well.
People around you, what?
If they want your downfall, or you know, like your circle, you have to trust your circle.
You have to trust your circle,
and that they are going to bring you up and not restrict you. So when things start going the wrong way and people are becoming like, you know, they're restricted, or they want your downfall, or they don't like your money, or just you know, certain things happen, and then things start changing. That circle starts becoming like, you know, elongated, and
depends on.
It starts going wrong.
Depends on what your circle is based on.
You need to like. Has the thing, you know, the karma thing, right? To be strong, you need to give that energy to your fellows, and you get it back. Yeah. If you're out for yourself, and you know you want to see that you're not giving that strength to other people. Yeah. Like you should, how can I put it? Try and develop other people as well, and develop yourself.
Of course,
Developing yourself.
Yeah. Even like advice and even things
but
like that.
You have to develop yourself as well. But when you're with other people, you should also try and develop them.
How about developing yourself?
Developing
yourself will have a knock-on effect to your nearest and dearest people around you. If you exercise selfishness and you actually are into self-love, self-progress, DIY, whatever you want to call it, fixing yourself and being the best version of you can be, there's no way that the people around you will not benefit from it. Yeah? So, I mean, sometimes I think this system is about always giving up our energy and our thoughts and our efforts outside of ourselves. Or just seeing it like that. If you help me, you're not helping me, you're helping you. Because like what you said, you get something out of it, which is actually the main thing. It's a reward.
No, when you're good to people, you get.
No, I'm just saying in general. Though, when you do things for people, you do always get something back. You encourage people. You do get to be developed yourself, develop your friends. But what I'm saying is, actually, what you're doing is
your circle gets stronger.
What you're doing is just being the best you can be, and some of the things. With being the best you can be, you naturally bring up yourself and those around you. You have a positive impact on those around you because you are walking in your truth and being the best person you can be. That's just, it's like, what I'm saying is it's a byproduct.
If you're looking after them as well, they're looking up to you like, well, what do I do? Especially like kids now.
That's bad. All this looking up to, don't encourage any relationship that does that.
The kids can do their own thing, but what I'm saying is, if you're in a circle and you see someone's doing really well, right, and then you're like, all right, I don't like that. I get a bit, jealous, rah, rah, rah. And then that's what with the case of Michael Jackson, there was this thing about, they was conspiratizing, right, for his downfall, right? And that's why they said that he ended up taking the drugs and everything, the overdosing. The doctor that he had, they were trying to look at people to blame, right, for his demise. So they say there was the doctor. That's what I'm talking about in that Michael Jackson case, right? The doctor was...
People around him.
Yeah, right.
But
so was there a reason for that? And then there was all this other stuff that he was doing, the stuff on the Michael Jackson place, the Kingdom.
Neverland.
Yeah, Neverland, right? The paedophilia.
Neverland, Never Ranch, the Never Ranch.
Yeah, the Never Ranch. And they said that was because when he was a child, he used to be close with his brothers and sisters.
Okay.
Right, so they said that carried on, right? And it always seems that people with a lot of money, especially in Hollywood, have had some kind of like dung thrown at them, right? And then they end up paying all this money for legal fees, right? So to me, if they're guilty of something, fair enough. But if they're not, and you're trying to bring somebody through the grinder for no reason but for money, that is because you want to demise that person for money, right? Because they're doing well, and that person. Do you see? That's my point. My point was. But if you are as a circle,
I just think it's very. I get what you're saying. I mean, with the circle and that.
Like if you're a strong person and you're doing well, and you see I'm not doing so well, you go right. So how about I can see these traits in you? How about you do this, right? You plant that seed or something, right? You go all right, blah blah blah. And then you go away, and not only do you feel good about yourself, but it encourages you to do something with yourself.
I agree with you. And what
you're not producing negativity, it's positivity.
Can I expand on it? What I would say is, also with that, it's like they say, teach a man, give a man a fish, he feed himself for the day. Teach a man how to fish, and he can feed his family for life, right? So this is the same with when we're giving advice and helping and encouraging our peers.
And you have to sometimes...
We gotta teach them how to find those gems and those lessons and that courage, the self-esteem. We got to teach them to focus inwardly and build themselves up. Because if you're always handing them like little words of advice and they don't find a way to have that voice in their own head, when you're gone, they're going to be back to square one because they're not generating that positivity themselves. So like, it's all good to give kind words and that, but sometimes you have to find a way for them to discover it themselves. And then they take it on board more. If I just say, boom, it's cold. You're like,
true,
but sometimes Jedi say it's cold and it's not cold. But when you go outside in your shorts and t-shirt and you feel it for yourself, say it's cold, it don't matter if I tell you it's hot. Because you know now what weather it is. You got to get people to realize, self-realization, that's what it is. You need to get them to realize whatever it is they need to unlock already exists within themselves.
It's like throwing someone in the water before they've learned to swim and saying, right, fetch yourself out
Some people would like survive like that, they work like that.
Some people, it's going back to this hierarchy, some people are more efficient, right? If you said to me, right, go and learn how to fish, I might not have the guts to slice the fish. I want you to teach me. Then I'll learn how to do it without feeling bad or something. But you'll be like, no, this is what you need to do. You've got no problem doing it. So some people do need that.
Some
and
then
in return, they show you something of empathy or something different.
It's just rewarding, isn't it? Just like, it's rewarding.
But it's positive.
Why is it rewarding to help others?
But negativity.
Why is it rewarding to help others?
Because it creates that, like, in your mind, the chemicals, dopamine release, stuff like, I believe it's something like that. You feel
essentially,
good,
no matter how selfless it seems on the outside, helping people is a selfish act. Because you try and get your dopamine fix, your chemical release, and make you feel good when you help. It's not that you're saying I want money back or I want someone to take a picture of me giving money to someone, but once you give that money and you walk away, your brain starts releasing a chemical in your head, and basically we're kind of like junkies. We're always searching for that chemical to release, so we're always looking for things to make us feel good.
Some people,
you know what I mean?
Also, you have to stop what you're doing sometimes. But you have to sometimes pull yourself away from what you're doing. So it's not always selfish. It's like, all right, I'll put my stuff to the side.
To help somebody else.
To see,
And then what do you get out of that?
And then you go back to what you're doing.
Okay, but I'm saying put the project aside. You're doing your project. It probably is not going to release as much dopamine as helping somebody else and seeing them become successful. So really and truly in your head,
it's this natural reward, like
that's its rewards.
The mysticism that comes back. If you believe in the good deeds and all this.
I don't know about the spirituality. I mean, we can just deal with it. Like, I'm just trying to keep it on a chemical basis. You get a reward when you feel good. When you do something that makes you feel good, chemicals are released, and this is what we thrive on. Do you know what I mean? We thrive on it, and what happens is it's like basically it's like a learning mechanism. So what happens is you feel good for reading a book, yeah? But then your brain says, okay, that was really good. You get the dopamine from that. Then you're like, I need to read another book. You get me? So you go and read another book and you get the next release. Then you're like, you know what? I need to write a book. What happens is humans learn via the distribution of these chemicals. We learn and we expand because we look for more. If you enjoy your learning, you look for more information, and that's just a dopamine
it's
chase.
a realisation. But you go into a class like teacher, I'm ready, the kids aren't ready, you get negativity, and then suddenly you turn into this person that you're not, but you have to be.
To teach?
Yeah.
Are you a teacher?
No. But I can imagine I was a student, and I know how, and teachers are crying. You know what I mean? So with all the best will in the world, someone that's got
But does that teacher have the best will in the world? I mean, we got to do that on an individual basis. Not every teacher does.
You see,
I'm going to be honest, I think most teachers want to get paid.
Yeah.
And they want to make it through the end of the day. Like any other human being. They may talk, oh yes, I love children and I've always wanted to, but you want to get paid. You're not doing it for free. It's a job, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a role, it's a job, and some people do a role that they're not even suited for.
But
they do it for 50 years.
But that initial thing of doing good becomes like a monologue. It becomes a daily requirement where it's actually stressful. Yeah.
It's stressful, yeah.
But you're still doing it initially because you want to, encourage good vibes.
I'm sure some people do. I'm sure some teachers do. But my experience at school, your experience, we all know some that didn't. So we got to So
if you did leave kids to their own devices, just go out there and work. Eventually they'd soon get it. But if you want them to learn about the world and people and stuff, you set them off on.
But school don't do that though.
No.
School don't teach you about the world and people. That's definitely what it doesn't. It teaches you about Henry VIII. It teaches you about Henry VIII.
We never get them.
And them things that you never got that. Oh, you're lucky, man. They filled us with unnecessary information.
Maths and sciences. The maths and the
Maths and sciences, good things. Good. But even I'm no mathematician.
You can't have kids working in a car mechanic yard because it's not, it's health and safety. Do you know what I mean? Kids running around.
I agree, I disagree. I think they may be.
Farms is different. Farms, yes.
Yeah, there's suitable work for children, but I think children can work because I think a lot of people learn through their work. So if you're born in a household that owns a farm, you're gonna be working from young. Fetch me the eggs, fetch me blah blah blah, and then through that you learn about the hen, you learn about the times of animals, you learn about the sounds, how they like, and then as you progress, more dopamine, you keep learning, and before you know it, you're a master farmer better than your father. Yeah, man.
When I get one egg, you gotta learn to
this is long. Yeah, I can just take a few of them.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I get a bucket.
So you get to learn about life, and I feel like the classroom, the way we have classrooms here in Britain, is not the only way to learn. And I think we should try and diversify the way that kids are taught, because 2020, we're dealing with individuals, we're dealing with people's rights to be who they want to be, we're dealing with people's choices to be whatever gender or have whatever what's the word? Whatever preference they want. But then when it comes to school, we're still teaching kids, okay, us three are in a class, so you're going to teach me exactly the same way you teach Wanwa and Suzelle. That doesn't make sense. Because guess what? Me and Suzelle, we learn totally different from you, bro. Do you know what I mean? So if we're stuck in a class with one teacher, you're the only one that's going to get the full benefits of it. So I think it's probably
the system, I get the full benefit.
Basically, because you're undereducated after a while.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It'll narrow down your mind to that flat, So you're looking, when you see life now, you see it with that English, you know what I mean?
And another thing is, it teaches, not even teachers, but this is often the first place where children become dissociated from things because they don't feel included. They're looking around, they don't feel like they're learning how other people are learning. Like the miss just done a lesson just now on a whiteboard, and it's some complicated maths. It's been up there for half an hour. Now we're getting a quick test, and guess what? Both of you know it, and I don't. As a young man, I could be questioning myself. Why don't I know it? Why am I dumb? Am I not as smart as them? How come? And because you might not get that one-to-one care to show them, to show the individual how to get to the same level, they dissociate. They feel like, oh fuck this, I hate
and they don't
school,
care.
blah blah blah, and they just because they don't wanna keep feeling that feeling of failure because they're not getting the dopamine out of this now.
Yeah.
They're not getting that feel good feeling.
Yeah.
It's not feeling good. Me, I used to love school. Love school. I still bunked. I still jumped over the fence and did my thing. But I used to love school, going in every day, learning something new,
But you're around people
associating.
the same age as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
You
yeah.
don't want to be with the parents all the time. So that's
I mean, yeah, balance. Socialization is important for children.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't think it's more important than having like
Self-reliance.
having good guides around you that care about you and know your individual traits and things. I think that's way underrated. We give a lot of power to the teachers,
Yeah.
but mum and dad and big brother and big sister and the auntie and the cousin, they know
And the
this child
community.
better than anyone. So if they paid attention, if we give the parents more tools, I reckon we could probably split school in like 50-50 at least. These kids are spending way too many hours in school,
Yeah.
like out of their home and just being influenced by the greater society. I think it's
15 years.
I think it's a lot of time
15 years.
And what happened again? And the parent, they must spend too much work time.
working.
Yeah.
You know?
Like me leave out of my house like about 6 o'clock. I'm going to reach back home like 6 o'clock, you know?
Oh,
like,
they're gone.
You see, whole day.
And then you come back, you eat our food, and then
Go on,
what?
like-
What were you gonna do? Yeah?
We go on YouTube.
So you're gonna go on YouTube, or you might do a one homework with the
One-
daughter.
yeah.
And look, you know what I mean?
Time
It's
there.
8 o'clock, 9:30. Like you gotta go to bed.
When they look, oh, money not enough.
So how many hours
Okay.
did you get? If you got home at 6, yeah, you left at 6, you got home at 6, yeah. What time do you go to sleep? 10, 11?
No, I have to go sleep about 2-1.
You still? My God. So you
go
go to
hard,
sleep
man.
at 2 and then
And
you
sometimes link up
are you
one
out
day
your yard
thing,
for
innit?
6?
Yeah.
You leave your yard for 6?
Yeah.
So what time you wake up then?
5, isn't it?
Huh?
What time you wake up?
Wake up about 5:30.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah. So sometimes, that's why I say sometimes I don't work and sometimes I like sleep and whatever, you know what I mean?
Man.
Yeah, man, I go hard.
Man.
Man. So when I see no blaze fire,
To
yo!
make money. So now here's like just to like keep the conversation going. Here's another thing now. They're saying that the kids that are on road, the issue is that the parents are not there, yeah, to help guide them. But then we want the parents to be productive members of society, so they have to go and earn their rent, earn the food for their kids, earn the uniforms for their kids, Christmas season and all these things. That's coming by work. So it's like a double-edged sword. One, you got to work to maintain, and two, you got to spend more time with your children. So I mean, in general, I would say that that's the indicator to me that society is kind of moving in the wrong direction, where either we need to find a way to be paid more because the standard of living over here is so high, or the price of living over here is so high, most people are not earning enough to save, to buy themselves any freedom, to even take multiple days off to spend with their children, nurturing their seeds. So then it's like a revolving door. The greater society teaches our children, teaches them all this supposedly modern, civilized way of being, and then we start complaining about the kids. We want to give them anspos, we're blaming them for all the knife crime. We can see how the youth are in serious need of support, but yet the parents have got to go out and work. So what's the remedy? How are we going to remedy that?
Remedy, we are work on it. Yeah, man, we are work on it, man. Like what I say, it's like, remember me have
That's
the
what I
group
mean.
saying,
You've got to
man.
strengthen that. Them kids, the kids.
No,
They
I guess
are
I don't.
important.
That's what I say.
From 6 to 6, he's out of his house. Yeah? So he's got from, I mean, daughter's got to go to bed at what, 10 o'clock?
Sometimes.
9 o'clock? What time does she have to sleep? 9, 10?
No, 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Okay, so you got from
And
does she get in at 6? She there?
No, sometimes because she don't. Like they open her last term at school now, so they have an evening class.
Okay, yeah.
And then she sometimes reaching 6 o'clock same way like me.
yeah.
But she will
That's so
leave
late
out like
for a kid.
6
late, right?
20, you know.
6:20.
Yeah, she leave out.
You got in
Yeah.
the morning.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
like the daughter.
so when you see her, when you're up at 5:30, you see her.
No,
She
I'm
awake.
not see
She's
her.
still asleep by the time. Okay,
No, we're gone.
You're gone, and then she just get up then.
And next me have to call her, see that she up and chopping, you know, going around, seeing that, you know. Yeah.
Man.
And sometimes I just you alone, you know what I mean? Whereas when you don't have no family,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's just like, you know what I mean? That's why. So when it's like life get harder, it's like there is success at the end, you know, because you're gonna find all different ways to come out and coming out. Because if you're in one box and you can't go nowhere, it's like you're gonna try to find out. Like say, no, something else, something wrong, because I don't come to live in this box like this, you know what I mean? So comes, it's like, you can't go nowhere, so you have to go inside, innit?
I find a way to change the scenario.
Yeah.
Find out what you're doing wrong and a way to change it.
If you go choose religion, you're still trapped. If you go choose anything out there, you're still trapped. But
you do condition yourself, you're conditioning yourself as well.
Do you have a religion?
I lean towards Christianity, but I haven't carried that through my life, throughout my life.
Was you raised a certain religion?
Not really.
No. So
I went to Christian school.
How did Christianity get into your head then?
My family was my grandparents and all this, but my mum and dad not then.
So they didn't take you to church and stuff?
No, but it's through school.
But through school?
Yeah.
There we go.
And then back later, about 10 years afterwards, in my 20s, like 19, 20, I started wanting to explore religion.
Yeah.
Not any particular religion.
Just religion in general. Yeah.
You know, so... You know.
And Christianity was one that you felt...
So, the Sri Esplanades from the back, you know, the Buddhas?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Any shows up?
Shows?
Show.
What kind of show?
At the Winter Wonderland.
Shows? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea.
It's very nice inside.
40 minutes to get on one ride. Nah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think they should like cap how many people can come in, man. Because it's like, it's just a fucking, it's a nightmare.
Need to do that, huh? Hey, you know what my plan for do with you? Because with you now, you know, for organize things. I love that. You see what I say? But guess what now? You know, say I'm planning to say, alright, you know what? You know African thing, yeah? Me don't know Africa. You know what I mean? Yeah. And doing that, we can organize something. And we just make a trip and go in
Okay, you want to make a trip?
No,
yeah, man. Yeah. You want us to make a trip?
If we can start it and every man put this. If we can buy the plane, that would a good same here. No, but what we do first, we just make a trip first.
Yeah.
And next, after now,
we
people say we're serious.
So what are we going to do on the trip?
That's the co-op.
Huh?
The cooperative. The co-op.
Is it?
No.
You know the shop cooperative?
Yeah.
You know the history? That's like the man said. They put the money in, the cooperative, and then they build the chain.
Okay.
And the shares
Hello.
and stuff.
Can you just tell my brother?
It's closed.
I know, just tell him because he really wants to go in this car.
Oh, he wants to go.
Oh, yeah.
So you want me to lie to him? I'm not going to lie to him.
Oh, no.
See you later.
Oh, bless.
Yeah, I ain't going to lie.
The teacher from her.
Tell him it's closed, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can see so much bright light.
And he's like, he's not a fool. He's like, that ain't closed.
Yeah, but yeah, man. So we're gonna see.
He knows it's going on in there.
Sorry, you were saying the co-op.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
the co-op.
Yeah, the cooperative, like you put the money in and you build something out of it. You want something, so you all put club together, and then you all share it. You all.
Yeah.
All
right. See you, man.
Still.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a piece of a plane still.
But what may I say now? Yeah, man. Yeah. And a piece of a plane I get, man. I get it for yourself, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You need a
You see with me?
I pilot now.
Yeah.
I definitely got to train myself.
You fine pilot.
I need to fly myself.
Because what happened now with Jedi now, yeah? Him have like this big power in there, yeah? But he don't have the room for it. You see? He don't have the room for it. So when time I see him now, like where him teach me same way, that adrenaline, what you call it?
Adrenaline?
No, like
Dopamine.
Dopamine, yeah.
When you have that dopamine, it's like, it come like, may I help you, but may I help myself.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
So with that now, we say, all right, Africa, and next after Africa same way, Europe need to fix up same way. Because we love Europe same way.
Okay.
You see
So you say you're going to go fix Africa and then...
No,
and
start that there.
Start the process.
But me know say, all right, if me gone like this, I know I say, it's safe same way. You see what man say? Yeah. and being same way now, it's like me they want to use this conversation and for your program, you know what I mean? And next, after now, like we got Africa, we say, alright, we can farm up some land, buy a land. Next, you know, with that dopamine now, you put it out, like, you know how to communicate with people more than home. Yes, you know how
the bigger picture is sustenance.
No, we can't communicate that.
Yeah,
there is a bigger picture, and that bigger picture is work and sustenance.
Yeah.
It's doing something, isn't
Yeah.
it? Not
So
just
that is a
sitting around
start.
dreaming. You're making the dream happen.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The word work made me fidget.
Yeah, it's not just work, innit? It's whatever you want to call it.
I think
have
we
to
should
be
use.
called work.
Let's use a better word.
Different
Even though
word.
it is work, but let's use a better word because work has got some
Motivation.
connotations towards it that's more like systematic. It reminds us of the system, like he would say Babylon.
Improvement.
Yeah, work is a
What
Babylon
about
thing still.
Improvement. You're improving.
Yeah, man.
So you see,
Activities, being active.
You're
yeah.
nourishing. No, you're building, nourishing.
I like the sister
Yeah,
same
it's
way.
different words,
She have a compound board same way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you don't say I'm going to nourish now. See you later. You go, I'm
You know-
going to work.
Yeah, but this is the
That's
thing.
common words.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
because
common word.
No, I'm
the
going
place
on my
no,
journey.
This
Journey
the
style.
reason why that is
Yeah.
Every day you're going
if
to
you was
work.
going to do something that was more personalized to you,
Journey.
yeah,
But
then
journey
you wouldn't
wise.
call it work.
No.
Like for instance,
kids.
when I go to the studio, I'm going to the studio. I'm actually going to work on music, but it's not even that. I don't even
Say work.
I'm going to work, but it is actually work. You know what I mean?
But it's like a journey thing.
Or I just had my event yesterday, so
Yeah, it's different.
that's technically work, but it ain't because it's stuff that I love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So as long as you're doing something you love, I feel like that word work
Guys, you see
doesn't fit as well, but
you see when time I see you doing perform yesterday.
Yeah.
I say, yo, you know
that's
say,
me happy.
Yeah. You see when time I see that man say backside. You know say Jedi, you need a bigger stage.
Come
and
on.
a bigger platform.
Come on.
I mean I say, yo, man, I look for you in Africa now. I mean I
Chase.
say like one nation.
Yeah.
And a you that are come out
Come on.
wicked
I love that,
and the whole of it
Come like Sunsplash. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
But every country
Big stage
come
show.
together. You
Yeah.
see what I say? Them thing there. Because this are mine, you can't think small. As you know.
Yeah,
you can't think
But I don't think it was designed to do that.
Yeah, you see. So, like what I said now, yeah? Because a two become one, or a three become one. And
Trinity.
that I love. Yeah.
Trinity
and,
business.
And that I love.
Yeah,
you see?
yeah.
So you see that love now, when we just throw it out, because love is free, you know. You see what I say?
Yeah, it is.
You know. So really and truly we are love. Because love get us into the earth, you know. And love get us in the earth. So we are. You see? We are the seed. We are the seed of love. You see?
I say no homo, he says pro homo. Can't say that.
Pro homo. TNTS Greek.
Yeah. Alright, guess what? Brother, we have a talk.
Yeah, we link up, man.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
People that see me, you know?
We're just
And-
having that
and-
one reason anyway, but
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Reason, Suzelle?
Yes.
yes, man, yes. We link up.
Yeah, man. Alright, sis.
Yeah, man, yeah.
So your name again?
Suzelle.
Chiluminati Live,
Suzelle.
follow
So what
Chiluminati
your
Live.
program?
Big up COE.
Name.
I'm
You don't know.
Suzelle from
Still the
Speaker's
number
Corner,
one.
Suzelle.
Still the originator. You can't copy respect.
So, but yeah, Jedi, Lincoln.
Yeah, happy New Year to you lot as
Yes.
well. Yeah,
Yeah.
2020.
Yeah.
Hope you lot
What's
have
your name
like,
again?
a lot of progress,
No,
a lot of
on
positivity.
YouTube,
Um,
the name,
you know,
one unity,
challenge your bad
one
habits.
world, you know? But really, it's one world, you know?
If you give it to Leon,
Yeah.
he'll put it on.
He's cross talking. Them are cross
give
talk.
it to Leon the name, and he'll do you in the
One
name
world.
the
He knows it.
comments.
He knows him, man.
Yeah,
He knows
yeah.
one world.
Yeah, man, you know, like what we say, a one
Oh,
world,
so
one
nice chatting,
unity,
man.
a one family,
love.
one circle,
Yeah.
you know?
Give them a
Yeah.
New Year's, a quick New Year's something, man. Come on.
What?
This is our last
Thank
New
you for the
Year's.
chat.
Yeah.
The last,
What, this one?
the last speaker's corner of
This
this
one?
decade.
Well,
So let's wrap it up, man. Let's wrap this decade up.
Come on.
The last 10 years. That's what you should have done. 10 years of speakers corner, you know.
10 years.
You get me?
Yeah, man, for real, man. Where the microphone there? Where the microphone there?
See it? That's it.
Yeah, man. So, you know, I want to will say, I want you.
Right, come on.
I'm not too good with this, you know. So,
Give them a message for the new year.
what may I say now, yeah? Family. The greatest thing is we all work together, you know what I mean? Because when you see an animal, they come in all colors and all these different things. So you can't look at me and say, oh, I'm a black man, oh, I'm like this and this. We are nature inside, you know what I mean? And you see that nature inside, that guide us every day, you know what I mean? It's not color guide us, you know what I mean? So we have to come together and grow and build together, you know what I mean? And I got a little piece of little music where what up
in the mirror.
yeah.
Come on, sing along. I'm gonna you don't know it.
No, man. I don't know it good.
Right, every minute you're mentioning Michael Jackson, you don't know his songs.
A better place
Yeah, look at yourself.
and make it change. Say, open it.
Go on. Hey, classic.
I've been a victim
Go on.
of a selfish kind of love.
Sing it.
Louder, Suzelle.
Yeah.
I don't know the words. Carry on.
I'm lost on the
I'm not a singer. He's a singer.
I don't know what verse.
Remember when you feel that way.
Hey. Go
I
on.
found a disregard. I've got a broken heart.
What?
But I lost halfway.
Sing it. Sing it.
What?
I follow the pattern of it when you
Man, the
go.
dancer. Singer, yeah?
'Cause I got nowhere.
Go on, you know this bit there.
And the one
I'm stuck in the man in the mirror. Oh, yes.
I'm
Stuck
asking him
to change his
way.
way.
no message
Could be any clearer. Take a look at yourself and make that change. Yeah.
Nice, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what? That was your end of year speech.
Yeah.
Don't end your year like this. No more cussing. Listen.
Yeah,
Whatever
yeah.
your religion is,
Musical.
wherever you believe, that's great stuff, innit?
Yeah.
But stop letting it keep you
Sorry we
from
didn't have
meeting
to,
good
the
people
words
and chatting.
deeper.
Yeah. Next time we'll come and we'll bust up our next song. Make a request what you want to hear us sing. Yeah. Not what in the butt. We're not singing that, but anything else we gotta sing that.
Yeah.
Any other musicians come down to the car? We need some music. We
Do you know what? Are they
definitely
allowed
need
to
some
play music down there?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Not
don't know.
like playing, but singing, vocals. There's so many
Not
like
that these
young
people are talented, you know.
undiscovered young people that have this talent as well. They, use the platform.
Next year, I'm gonna bring back Speakers Corner Got Talent.
Why not?
I did that like 2 years
Why
ago,
not?
and I found out, I found out all these people had these secret talents, rapping and stuff like that. So I'll bring
They
that back.
have this like spoken word, don't
Spoken
they?
word, poetry. I love that. So you got some poems up your sleeve, innit? I bet you have. That's why you mentioned it.
A couple.
All right.
They
What
do
can-
calm down,
so
but you don't get any
my
music.
macaroni.
Can we get one now? All right.
Thank you.
Big up yourself, yeah?
Yeah,
We
man.
link up.
Yeah, man. 100,
Come on.
brother, yeah?
Thanks,
Sis.
man, thank you.
Alright, see ya.
Pleasure.
Yo, brother. Yeah, man. Yeah, that man. Oh.
That was a nice
You're gonna do a poem?
No.
Why not, man?
Poem.
Close it with a poem.
Wow.
Come, Suzelle, we've got 3 minutes left on the tape.
3 minutes.
That's a poem.
Oh, no, it's a sad one.
It's a sad poem.
Yeah.
Let's have it.
No, let's not do that. Let's
it
Jedi,
sad?
Go on. What are your visions for next year? Any visions for next year? Any goals? Any plans?
I just wanna
things-
I got a saying is that my worst nightmare is to wake up and be the same person I was yesterday. So my thing is ever evolving, ever changing, and hopefully to keep looking in the mirror and seeing someone that I'm proud of, someone that inspires me, and someone with unlimited options. I never want to feel like someone that's boxed in or ain't got no options or whatever. I think I'm gonna practice on expelling a couple bad habits that I've picked up. I'm gonna try and be more active physically because I've been slacking on that, and that has a knock-on effect on the mind. I'm gonna definitely check up on friends and associates more often and try and be a better friend in terms of checking up on people, making sure they're all right, showing a bit more love. Because I've come to the realization that there's a lot of the brothers and a lot of the sisters that are going through secret hardships, and they find it very difficult to talk about these things. And because of things that's happened in my close circle, I just want to make sure that they know they got a friend in me. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, man. So that's it, man. Just big things. We gotta mash it up. Improve, man. Just improve. Progress.
Improve yourself.
Progress. Because it's not always about improving. Not because that kind of gives a it denotes that there's something wrong. Just improving and progressing, like nature does.
Yeah,
Get me? Anything that is stagnant is dead. Anything perfect is dead. That's it. So as long as there's always room to grow, bring on 2020, and let's see. Who knows? Next year around this time, let's see if I'm in front of the COE camera. Let's see what's happened in the year. Hopefully, just good things, man. Good vibrations. You know? Yeah. We're done. Big up COE.
Big up COE.
Hope you have another. I hope you have a sick next decade and whatever. Yeah, man. Thanks for being a pioneer. Thanks for being an advocate of free speech. Thanks for being an advocate of critical thinking. And yeah, and you know, let's keep going and let's keep asking the questions. Even if it's our brethren, even if it's a stranger, ask the questions and don't feel away. Stop stigmatizing people for having conversations. Stop trying to weaponize terms like hate speech and stuff like that for people that have their own opinion. Black people, leg off the racism card unless it's actually warranted. Please don't show that card.
30 seconds, man. 30 seconds.
All right, cool. Anyway, but I love you lot all. Big up yourselves. To Illuminati Live. Hit me up on the live streams. You don't know. Let's go.
ContentCOE everything. From now to Behaviour.
Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV.
Saying that ISIS Bob was actually radicalized by the big bad FBI. And they've been calling the FBI Mullah. Yeah, so they were radicalizing Bob. What I will say about this is that Bob was already radicalized by somebody else. What the FBI done was that he got onto their radar, and then they gave him options about what would you do, X, Y, Z. And Bob chose the wrong option. Now, for people that don't understand like how kind of like nasty Bob is that Bob actually was on a number of occasions used to hack shows and actually play ISIS videos in there, including decapitations, people being burned alive. There was one of the films was like a woman had her head chopped in half.